Okay, I'm going to give you some habits that you can take to optimize your lifestyle to activate fat loss, retain your muscle, and gain muscle over time. I know. And it's going to take small habits moving forward. Instead of being on some crazy diet, or some, I mean crazy, I mean meaning like taking a diet and just abusing it and be the end to be all, because most diets aren't. They work in the beginning. I always say diets work for 60 to 90 days, and then it's like the New Year's resolution, and they just fall off, right? They fall off on those gym memberships. And before we get started, please like this video and subscribe today, because this is a good one. Because at the beginning of most years, I know quite a few gym owners, being a nutrition coach and a fitness trainer over the years. I know quite a few. And the amount of subscriptions that go up at the gym in January are staggering. They can almost predict the amount of income coming in. And they could almost predict the amount of people that are never going to come back after 3 weeks, 6 weeks, 9 weeks. It's astronomical. And it always throws me, is because it's a good intention habit, but it's so hard to implement long term. Most diets are. Most workouts are. Right? That's why there are so many trainers. There are so many, because it's just crazy in how we cannot take and change major things. It takes small habit forming, like I said, to optimize your lifestyle, to maximize, to activate fat loss, okay? To where you have your metabolism in a scenario where it is going to be something long-term, teaching your body how to not only burn the fat and eat through the fat that you have, but continue to do so for extended periods of time. And here's number one, is getting your protein, fats, and carbohydrates right in that order. Eat in that order. Whatever you do today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, it's still going to be the same. Protein is the building block of our entire body when it comes to fat loss, okay? Losing fat can help. It can be a stimulus for that. But it's not that big of a deal when it comes to fat loss. It's more of retaining the muscle you have as you age, okay? And I'm telling you, at my age, 51 years old, I can't tell you how imperative it was and has been to not only get the right amount of protein in and make that an obsession of where it became a habit. It's not even that obsession anymore, where I'm getting the right amount of protein. For me, 1 gram per day per pound of body weight. I weigh 175 pounds. I eat 175 grams of protein every single day, and form that habit first. And it's been like that for a very long time. And if you get this right first, and then get your fats right, and then eat carbohydrates for what you're doing in the day, for any specific day. If you're not doing exerting a lot of energy, you don't need a boatload of carbohydrates. You just don't, okay? And that's what we got to get in our mind is form a habit. Along with this habit, think about this for a moment. There are no essential carbohydrates. There are none. There are essential proteins, which are amino acids. There are. We need amino acids to survive. We need that for a lot of functions in our body, for repair, for our immune system. As we get older, our immune system will eat almost half of our protein that we consume. And if it's not a consuming protein, you know where it's getting it from? Your muscles. It's breaking that down. That's why muscle deteriorates so much more rapidly as we get older. In order to retain that, and I'm not talking about staying jacked, I'm just talking about retaining what you have. You have to get that protein in. You have to. You have to get that, to where your body's breaking it down for collagen, for skin, for joints, for everything. Okay? Now, moving forward here, getting yourself to a caloric deficit. Every diet works as long as you are in a caloric deficit. If you are giving your body the right amount of calories every day, that is not in a surplus, that is actually, let's say, 300 to 500 calories less than it needs, where is it going to pull those reserves from? From the fat around your stomach, your obliques, your back, your legs, wherever it's going to pull. Normally in spots, or the last spots, some of them, you know what they are for you specifically. But I'm telling you, getting your body to eat itself, getting it to eat that extra 300 to 500 calories, 700 calories at the most every day, can be anywhere from a half a pound to a pound and a half of potential body fat loss every week. Not guaranteed, because you got to metabolize some of this stuff. It could take some time to get this to metabolize, to oxidize, to moving forward to where your body's doing it. And the other way to do this, the next step, is to start incorporate resistance training in your life. I don't care. Start with a no equipment workout. And if you need a workout for that, I'll give them to you for free all day. Hit me up with workout. Just say home. Send the word home. I'll know what you mean. Home workout is that you can use just your body to start 3 times a week. Do a 30-minute, 45-minute workout using your body for resistance training. Start there, right? Until you are actually going into the gym. Build that foundation. Build that habit, because you have no excuse then. You can do a no body workout anywhere, right? And if you want to get a little frisky, add a few things in there. Get some resistance bands, right? I'll give you a link of what we use that are really good resistance bands that last a long time. But it's the idea of getting that to the point where you are incorporating resistance training into your life, not only to retain muscle that you have, but to gain some muscle. You can gain muscle doing a no equipment workout. You can. I've seen it happen. I've done it myself, okay? And especially as you're losing body fat, I'm telling you, trust me on this. Take these small steps, these small habits, and turn them into one streamlined lifestyle optimization specifically for you. And you will build a foundation that you can add on things. And these habits they form. You start to not have to think about it. Most of us don't have to think about going to Starbucks or any coffee shop in the morning. I mean, it's ridiculously crazy, because I do the same thing. It's like, that's a habit, right? I used to hate coffee. I used to hate it. Now it's become, not just because it's a habit, it became a social thing for me. More so. It's like, it's a habit that's formed. If you can form that habit, you can form these habits slowly, one at a time, incorporating them to where you can maximize fat loss over time. You can maximize muscle retention, and you can maximize muscle gain. May not gain a bunch of muscle in the beginning until you actually are moving forward and actually doing resistance training with some equipment, like machines and things like that. But that's a whole other part, can be down the road. So stick to these things, okay? And if you need help with this, I have spots open as a coach, and I will bring you on. We will talk one-on-one initially to see if you are a fit. It includes everything. The system I have is an evergreen system that includes habit forming, helping with that, holding you accountable, workout plans, meal plan structure, everything, right down to recipes that you will absolutely love and how to prep those, all in one system that you can take with you, and it will last your lifetime. I promise. So if you want to sit down and coach, send me the word coach. I'll know what you're talking about. We'll sit down together, go from there. Talk to you soon. Later.